Hey guys, it's John here. And something's wrong with my phone, so I can't see what I'm filming, so hopefully my head's in here. But I'm gonna do a video on the Scorpions and what my life with the Scorpions. How's that? And when I was a kid and just getting into heavy metal and hard rock and everything, I bought hit paraders or circuses, and that's how I learned about the Scorpions. And here's a hit parader from '83. There's Def Leppard and first Iron Maiden. Pretty cool ad for the Peace of Mind record. But the Scorpions were staples in all these magazines because they made good photos, always in great poses and colorful clothes and being exotic from Germany. So that's it. And probably the song I heard would be like No One Like You. Might have been the only song on the radio that I would have heard at that age, someone my age back then. But that's the Scorpions. And then as I got into metal more, like Rock You With a Hurricane and Love at First Sting. So actually that was like the Blackout record. I'll show that. That would have been like the earliest Scorpions I knew. And this cover was always great. And years ago, maybe like, 10 years ago, I went as Rudolf Schenker there. I have these forks, I still had them. I pulled them out of the workbench. But I had these and the fake mustache and everything. And it was a great Halloween costume because like going out to clubs, because only a few people got it, but the people who got it, who it was, like really got a kick out of the costume. But anyway, so I'm in the metal, and Rock You Like a Hurricane, of course, a big song, all the usual bands, the Motley Crues and the metal. But I got deeper into metal, into more like Maiden, Sabbath, Priest, and then obviously Metallica. And there's Love at First Sting. This is the alternative American cover, because the other one was like might have been too risque. I think this is American. No? Who knows? I'm pretty sure this is an American cover. Yeah, this is American. But so anyway, I kind of lost track of the Scorpions. I didn't take them. I didn't follow them after a bit. And by the time I'm into thrash metal and stuff, I didn't pay attention to them at all. And I remember having a buddy of mine, like he wanted to hang out, and he says, "Oh, I'm going out. Where you going?" Like, "I'm going to see the Scorpions at Madison Square Garden." And we're like, "Scorpions? Like, wow, that's a blast from the past. Like, what are you doing going to see the Scorpions?" It's like we could go to CBGB's or something, like see a good band. And so I never took them serious. And then as the '90s came, when I was in other things and kind of put metal to the side, or most of it, the Winds of Change song came out, and I really thought the Scorpions were a joke at that point, and all to my detriment now. But that's where I was thinking. I really would laugh at the Scorpions. And then in the '90s, when I started getting back into metal and collecting, I got into the early Scorpions, which I neglected, and I fell in love with them. Songs like, especially their killer tracks. The obvious ones like Robot Man, He's a Woman, She's a Man. And so I bought all those records, and I listened to those records, and they're great. And then I started getting back into the mid-'80s, late '80s Scorpions. I even like Winds of Change, and I realized what a great band they are. But anyway, so I go through the catalog, at least the early catalog, on my iPod. And I'm listening, and I get to the song Born to Touch Your Feelings. I've always heard it before. It's just kind of a ballady love song. And one day I was listening to it, and it hit me. I said, "Wow, what a really cool love song." And I listened to it again, and I put it on again. I stopped putting it on repeat, and after a while, I don't know if it was the same day or the next day or whatever, the next time I listened to it, I listened to it a bunch of times in a row, I realized it's not a love song at all, Born to Touch Your Feelings, which is off of Taken by Force, 1978. And this is an original copy. The covers are okay, but the record's pristine. It's just wonderful record. Steam Rock Fever's on there. But I realized it's not a love song at all. The lyrics are about, the singer of the song is actually a song singing to a girl. He's not a person, he's a song. And he was a song born from the sound of the strings, and he's here basically to inspire this girl and help her through the dark times, because that's what songs do. And he's actually not singing to the girl with any emotion at all. He's not in love with her. He doesn't care about her. He doesn't not care about her. He's just a tool singing to her, hey, I'm here, and I'm here to inspire you because I'm a song. He's like, I'm a hammer, and I'm here to hammer the nails for you to get the house built. You know, I'm a flashlight. Yeah, I'm here to help you see in the dark, and there's nothing more to it emotionally. And it's really kind of a cool premise. And it's actually a genius premise, but I really love it. And if you listen to lyrics, like each couplet is not necessarily great. It goes to that Scorpions rhyme, win with wind or pay with day or whatever it is. It's pretty simple lyrics, but the actual concept is grand. And it's wonderful. And the chorus is really wonderful. And musically, it's kind of, I wouldn't say ballady, but it's certainly a slow song with acoustic that gets heavy, mid-tempo. But it's not quite a power ballad or anything. It's just an emotional song. But it's got this Germanness in it it's hard to define, but it starts off with like a finger-picked acoustic guitar, and I'm guessing that's Rudolph and Yuli's probably making the weird noises on the other speaker, and comes in with some precision bass and drums, and it picks up the heaviness. But the acoustic stuff, you hear the Germanness of the Scorpions, where you hear this finger picking that's so precise and determined, and every note is hit like perfectly and loud, and you can see he's trying to get this thing to sound perfectly, like almost in a mechanical way. And same with the drums and the bass. It's got this German edge to it of preciseness, German precision. And you could only get, not only, but I picture that like German anal retentive OCD that you wouldn't get from an Englishman or an American. Or you listen to Jimmy Page do something similar with Stairway to Heaven, and he just plays like a regular guy. It's not like I gotta get every note perfect, like a Michael Schenker, Yngwie Malmsteen kind of OCD. But I hear this Germanish in this song, which is brilliant because I said brilliant like 8 times, but it just sends out this motion of this desolate German feeling, and I really feel like it's the mid-70s in Germany, and I picture like bad concrete and just a loneliness and a desperation in the song, and it comes through to me, and I really enjoy that. It captured this emotion of loneliness and lost in time kind of feeling, and every time I hear it just brings me this certain feeling, which is quite interesting. And it gets kind of heavy, and you have dueling rhythm, actually not even dueling, they're complementing rhythm guitars playing power chords, like a little off rhythm with each other, and it's great. It gets to this wonderful chorus, which isn't quite long enough, so you're left there wanting more, and then it goes back to the mellow part with this outro with these foreign chicks speaking over the music, which makes no sense. It's almost like a krautrock kind of thing happening here, or a prog thing. And they're speaking all different languages, so I can't make out what they're saying. And I heard the song like 65 times, and I thought there was an Italian voice. I definitely know there's German, Japanese, and I thought I heard English. And then all of a sudden, like, I heard it opened up to me, and like, I don't know how I missed it the first 65 times, but all of a sudden I heard the English in one speaker, clear as day, and it wasn't disturbed by the other voices. And it's just a really wild experience I had with this song. And another thing is, I was listening to headphones, and when I came home and put it on the record, I noticed the acoustic guitar is in the left speaker, but on the MP3 it's in the right. The channels are reversed. And if you go on YouTube, for some reason, the channels are all reversed. And I was almost afraid I wired my speakers wrong. I rechecked everything. But the original album, the left and right channel are different than what I imagine's on the CD and the MP3. So that's a really weird thing. I've never, ever come across an album or a CD or anything that was reversed. The stereo was reversed. So it's just it doesn't really change the song, but it's a song that's my favorite song right now. It's not the best song in the world. It's not necessarily the best Scorpions song, but it's certainly a perfect song and one of their pinnacles for the band that did Virgin Killer, that could do this song and then do like Rock You Like a Hurricane and Another Piece of the Meat and Winds of Change. What a diverse and talented band the Scorpions are. And I'm sorry I neglected them when I was younger, or just pushed them aside more than neglected. Well, I guess I neglected them. But anyway, I wanted to share that song. So it's worth, like, if you're in on a lone kind of mood, put it on, even if it's just a YouTube or MP3. But Born to Touch Your Feelings, 7 minutes 20 seconds, and it makes me want to play it like 2-3 times to keep that feeling. It's a bizarre thing, but that's all I wanted to talk about. Okay, see you later.